All right, and welcome to another episode of the Zero One Shootout here on the JTR Podcast Network. This is Mark Rebin coming to you from the Noodles position in Champaign, Illinois, joined as always by my buddy Minders. And Minders, you missed a heck of a show on Saturday.
I heard, but I gotta see a couple things.
hmm
Some people love me, so they made video. Is that oh, there you are. I was like, what happened?
I don't know what happened.
Where'd you
I
go?
don't know what happened there. My camera dropped out for a second. I had to fix it. But yeah, most of our buddies were there. Our buddy Lincoln was
I
causing
was say I
trouble.
hear I'm a really bad influence.
hmm
I heard I've been a really bad
Picking on
influence.
poor BA twice during that
That's my
outside, and it
boy.
even bothered him in the bathroom. I'm like, come on, kid, what you doing? But
He's young. It's fine.
he's young. He can get away with that because he's a cute kid.
Exactly. He's even cuter when he wears his I'm a Minderz girl or Minderz guy shirt. It's super cute.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you got to get him a good hoot shirt. Speaking of very
Yeah.
cute, I don't know if you saw this picture or not. During one of the matches on Saturday, poor Rob got relegated to coat rack duty. Uh,
I saw this.
so so he in the ring he had all the ring jackets, all the sunglasses, everything, and
Now
the
wait,
guy's
you
a
have to say
trooper.
who it was for though. Who all was in there?
It was the match between Benjamin Trust and Nixie XS against Jaws McKenzie and Ace Perry. And Rob's a trooper because not only did he hold all the coats in the ring, when he went back to the commentary position, this is what we saw. And
I
I'm gonna
love
say
it.
it was warm. It was warm in that building too, so he must have been roasting with all that stuff on.
Probably. I say it was gorgeous Saturday.
It was a beautiful day. Yeah,
It
good day
was.
for a drive. And let's see. So uh, I forget. Do we have a guest scheduled today, Minders?
No, nah. It's only his fifth
Or
time returning.
right?
Good old
We
Powder
are.
Keg, Jimmy Carrot. I hear some
Yes.
things got announced about his match coming up. So
Yeah. It is official. He's gonna be. It's gonna be an I Quit match. Him and BA Malkin at War Games.
it
AJ
makes me
does it all.
nervous.
Ring announcing, commentary, coat rack.
Makes me nervous.
Yeah. Well. Uh. I gave him a last ditch pitch for my idea, but and while he didn't hate it, it was
No,
too late. So they never got
no,
with the I Quit match.
no.
Probably.
I know what it was. No, no, no barbed wire, no ring match or no rope match. Bullshit.
I don't know. It
I
seems like
say
it'd be right
no.
up Jimmy's alley.
It probably is, but I say no. And I, I get
You have
final
no
say,
say in the
damn it.
matter.
Oh shoot. Okay. Hey, but don't we need to take care of some business. Let's take care of business.
Yes. I mean, we can't continue without reviewing Dallas Preacher's fun fact of the week. So
Exactly.
let's get to that here. So here we go.
Hello, sinners and Zero One Shootout fans. It is I, Dallas Preacher, back again with another fun fact of the week. And since this week, I'm quite sure that Minders is marking right the hell out for this week's guest, the Powder Keg, Jimmy Karryt, I figured this week's fact should be about Jimmy. Now, the first time that I personally ever saw Jimmy Karryt wrestle was way back in 2011. And I apologize if I get any of these details wrong because I have celebrated a couple of 420 since then. But I do believe the match took place in the city of Georgetown, Illinois, and as I said, 2011. And it was a triple threat match between Jimmy Karryt, DeCobra, and Christian Rose for the #1 contendership of the New Breed Wrestling Alliance title. And Jimmy would go on to not only win that match, but I do believe he went on to win the actual title later that year. So that is a fun fact for you guys for this week. And this week's fun fact has been brought to you by the group that is cooler than a cucumber on an iceberg in the Antarctic. The Lowlights.
Cooler than a cucumber on an iceberg in the Antarctic.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Rob's getting all kinds of flowers in the chat here, Minderz.
He is. I see that.
We saw AJ, here you go, Alicia DeBoer. Don't forget about Rob singing. How can we forget Rob singing?
You can never
Papa
forget
Pullman,
Rob singing.
AJ's right. Rob does it all and deserves all the respect in the world for his contributions to the sport. So, Rob is a beloved individual in the just in Midwest wrestling in general. It seems not just in 01.
Right.
So credit to Rob. And I do have a thought. Next time they're in that building in Terre Haute, you know what I want to do? And I told the boys this at the show.
Uh-oh. Yes.
I want to bring a basketball with me, and I want to see if Rob can make a basket from the ring into the hoop over there by the locker room.
By the locker room?
Like
that would probably be
that
fun.
one on that wall there. It's a kind of a long shot. And I don't know
as long
how
as the
good of a shot Rob
commentary is
is.
not standing right there or sitting right there, because they were there.
No, it's on the other side of commentary.
Oh, okay.
But the only reason I pause is because there is a speaker right there. If he misfires, he could knock a speaker over.
Well, touche.
All right. Well, Minderz, before we get our guest in, let's talk a little about this past Thursday night in Edgewood. We had some pretty darn good matches on this show.
There were some good matches. There was two of them that I liked.
Face a ride. We'll get to that, but let me get the crawl up here. There we go. Okay.
There you go.
So,
what do you think of Angler and DLC's LDLC or L Anglers entrance?
I'll be honest. I thought it was DLC in cargo shorts when Angler came out with the mask on and the cape.
Yeah, the look that Trauma Unit gave them was kind of the look I gave. I was like, what are you guys doing? What the hell?
Oh my God.
Yeah, Trauma Unit won that one. There's not a whole lot to. I mean, it was what it was. There's not a whole lot to dissect there.
Yep, they're on a roll.
They are.
Yep.
Then we had your buddy.
I wish there was a way for both these guys to lose, but unfortunately, Glitch. I'm sorry, Hellboy the Bellboy against CMC.
What was up with the titty twister? What was up with the titty twister?
I mean, why not? I mean, it's not illegal.
It's not, I guess. All right, whatever.
I mean, it's not the most ethical play, but you know,
they're in
CMC
a wrestling
got the win.
ring. When does ethics come into this?
Unless you're the bearded gentleman Tommy Davis. But
that's true. That's true.
But
very true.
CMC gets a win apparently by sitting on the Glitch until he said uncle.
Okay, why not?
That uncle just met anybody though.
So yeah. The next we had Anakin versus Noah Clover versus Jake Bosch.
Okay, we both agree this is right up there for match of the night.
It was.
And could potentially get consideration for TNT match of the year.
Yes.
Reb,
I have breaking news. So we need our breaking news.
Hang on, wait. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
I wish I had a audio bed for that too, but right now I just
You're going to have to work on it. Yeah, you're going to have to work on it.
I know.
I have breaking news.
Hit me.
Remember when Anakin was on the show with us right after he turned on Kenny? And what was the first question we asked him?
Why?
He's going to answer that question tomorrow night at the contract signing.
Will he do it less rudely than he did on our show?
Probably not.
Fair enough. Well, that's very interesting because they are going to be doing their contract signing for their match on at War Games and
4 War Games on Thursday Night Throwdown because Kenny's going to be there this week.
Yes, and they both also have matches, but we'll get into that when we get into this coming Thursday. But let's see. I get more and more impressed with Noah Clover every week that he's out there.
I like Clover a lot. I'm really digging. Thanks, Papa Pullman. He gave us the answer.
I'm trying to remember what his answer was, but
I don't remember either.
Jake Bosch, he's been working a few singles. He was in that 4-way this past Saturday.
He got dropped on his head one too many times. That was what it was.
Gotcha. And then he had that, but he was in this 3-way with Anakin and Clover and made a pretty good account for himself.
Yeah. Then we had that
was Joey and Hippie, right?
Oh, that guy. Oh, yeah, Hippie and Johnny and Joey and whatever.
The luminary was in Hippie Johnny's corner, of course.
Of course.
And let's see, I'm trying to do the crawl because I want to make sure I'm right, but I think that's the one that was next.
Joe, it was. I have my list. That was next.
Okay, so Joey gets the win on Hippie, and then we had to do a little dig in Minderz because we had a new face showed up that neither one of us are familiar with.
Who? Did I have a mouse in my pocket?
You and me. I don't know who it was.
Oh, okay.
And you did your due diligence, and you got the answers. Oh, for Pete's sake, really?
We just talked about you. Hi, CMC.
Hard fought victory over the glitch, although it probably shouldn't have been.
That was the titty twister. All right. Anyway.
Hope he doesn't get any ideas.
So the new guy, his name is Will Bray. I did some research. Okay. And apparently he used to be a tag team partner with Joey down at IWAU.
He is a tall man.
So he is, from what I could tell, he looks very tall.
Yes.
So I thought he was somebody else when he first came out because there's another guy that kind of looks like him. And I thought it might have been him, but it wasn't, which I was kind of disappointed. But it's only because I haven't seen that guy in forever.
Right. Well, I gotta say, I am curious where this goes with the.
I am too, because he said it was going to have to wait till after War Games. So, whatever they got cooking, it's gonna wait till after May 4th.
Yeah.
Then we had the O'Neills versus Quest and Bradley.
I gotta say, Quest and Bradley have been improving by the week as a tag team.
Sure have.
See, Alicia says Will Bray is awesome. I'll be wanting to see that. Hopefully he gets in the ring pretty soon, whether or not it's with Joey. But from what they were saying, it sounds like he's been out of the biz for a few years. So
that's what I gathered.
Hey, Minderz, look who's in the chat.
Hey,
it's our old
back.
buddy.
He's back.
Oh man, you missed a doozy last night, Mr. Screenwriter.
You did. You missed a doozy last night.
We kind of got in a mood. We
jumped the rail, ran it off the tracks into the building, and watched it go boom.
I even read our listeners a story on that show.
He did. You'll have to go back and check it out.
I'll just hold this up. This is what I read yesterday on the air.
Hulk Hogan wins the belt
from 1985.
No, read the bottom because that's the funnier part of this whole thing.
Oh, the day the Hulkster beat the Iron Sheik.
So it tells the whole story in like
Yeah,
5
he spoiled
words.
the ending, by the way, and not that it's a long book.
No, it wasn't long.
No, I am thinking about. I'm going to clip that. I think I'm going to put it up as a standalone video on the YouTube
You
after we're
should.
done here.
You should.
Yes.
Hey,
All right. Well,
West got his second win.
yes, he did.
So after we didn't keep track of Bradley's, I've been trying to keep track of Quest. I felt bad that we didn't keep very good. Anyway, but yeah, so I love closed captioning.
Oh my goodness. That could be a rebooted character for Shiki back in the day if he was dressed very fashionably and
there
not
you
to
go.
like dance music.
That'd be awesome. All
we're,
right.
We're flying off the rails on this show,
Let's
Minderz.
get back. Yeah, we got to get back to 01. After that one, we had the Luminary that was supposed to fight Ashlyn. And Ashlyn came out. I'm not going there. I like Trauma Unit. Thank you.
Yeah, because Ashlyn was a little banged up, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that was what was going on. But she lined somebody up in order to take care of the Luminary for her.
Mm-hmm.
So then entered
yeah.
Gwen Yadana.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a really good match.
Yeah.
I will throw a shout out to Gwen for the Cher Horowitz looking outfit. For those of you that don't know, Cher Horowitz was the main character in Clueless. They had like the yellow plaid. So yeah.
And this is the second time that Cher Horowitz has been mentioned on this network in 2 days.
I know. I think it's great.
Because that was the main character in the CMC story. Clueless.
No. You're gonna catch so much shit. Then we had our main event.
What a match, Minderz.
God, it was so good.
TNT Championship, ATM challenging Tommy Davis. And can we get this match at least twice a month?
Please?
Just all kinds of good stuff wrapped up in that match.
Yeah.
Tommy got the win.
Although ATM jinxed himself. He jinxed himself.
He touched the belt.
He touched the belt. I knew you were going to pick up on it.
Yep.
As soon as I saw him touch the belt, I was like, no, you dummy. Dummy. Don't touch the belt. Not before you have it.
No, you can touch the belt if the referee showed it to you, if you want to like fist bump the belt or something. That's fine. Don't pick up the belt. Don't hold it up over your head.
Don't hold it up like you've won it already. It's not going to work that way.
The wrestling gods do not like that, and they will smite you if you do that.
They will smite you. You will get smitten. I don't know.
Well, smitten is very different. Smited.
That is true. Smited?
Smited.
Smoted?
Smote?
Smote? I don't know.
Stacy!
Where did I get that from? That's on something. I've heard
my wife
that
was listening,
somewhere.
Stacy, past tense of smite, please. Yeah.
See? Even AJ said smote.
Smote? Oh, he's asking, though. It's
Oh.
smote with a question mark. Oh, the wife is on it. Look at that.
Okay. All right.
She's so good to me.
She is. But, all right. Do we want to start talking about Saturday and just leave Karryt's match till the end? Because I have no idea where he's at.
He's probably in the woods somewhere.
He probably is. He's probably trying to get, like, signal somewhere. And
right. He might get...
Who knows?
In the middle of a windstorm. Bari says smote.
It's smote. Smote it is. Okay.
Okay. Smote. All right. We're going with smote.
We're going. Good push. All right, you're gonna tell me, was there a pre-show Saturday?
No pre-show.
Okay.
Just got right down to business.
Okay.
I got the crawl there, so here we go. Excuse me.
Jeez,
I
what's
thought
your
I was
deal
over this
tonight?
damn cough.
I
What?
was gonna say you haven't coughed like that in a while.
I'm getting there. So, starts off, the Light defends tag titles against Kenny Calix and DLC, and neither I what?
Nothing.
I'm just trying to truncate this into a discussable thing. The Light retained,
Well,
and
we both said that was gonna happen.
well, yeah, but then afterwards, though, Kenny was not happy. He was on the floor and uh, just not taking the defeat well.
Uh-huh.
Is that the name of the tag team? DLC and Kenny? Makes sense. I mean, they're both minors, so
Yeah.
well, they're both young.
Anyway.
I don't know.
No, they're
I'm
not
not
both
exactly sure.
minors.
No, they're
Just
not.
DLC.
I was wrong. That's no.
Kenny had a birthday.
Yeah.
Back in
When?
August.
Oh, yeah.
Back in August.
So did I.
You did. Okay. Let's go. You gotta
All
fill
right,
me in.
Back to it here.
See,
Uh,
Stace, I called him out on it.
You got me. Okay, so anyway, Casey Jackson took on Tommy Davis, and I was actually really looking forward to this match, Minders, because
Is it as good as I'd
You know-
hoped it was gonna be?
it was pretty darn good. There was a little bit of chicanery, nothing egregious. Tommy Unit got kicked out of ringside. I guess they were getting a little bit too
Who
close.
was the ref? Who was the ref? Do you
It
remember?
was either, I think it was either Matt Race or Timmy from Hybrid. I forget his
okay,
full name.
okay. Timmy!
He was getting a little bit. Timmy was getting a little bit of heat from the ringsiders though for his officiating. I thought he did fine, but apparently
We'll discuss
was-
that later.
Floyd was giving him an earful. I'll just say that.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yes. And his buddy, I forget his name. I'm not going to say what I thought his name was, but
It was
Dari
Race.
is clarifying. It was Matt Race. Okay.
Yep.
But yeah, so Casey gave Tommy the opening to use the belt as a weapon, but Tommy, being the bearded gentleman that he is, decided not to, and that kind of
Right.
bit him in the bum because Casey wound up getting the win on him when he was putting the belt back. So nice momentum builder for
So it was
Casey
a short
going
match.
into War Games. It wasn't a long one, but it wasn't like a squash
Okay.
or anything. It was a
Okay,
competitive
okay.
match.
It needs to be competitive. I mean, come on, it's Tommy. And it's Casey. I mean, I understand Casey with his veteran tricks, but
A lot of trickery there from Casey.
okay.
Okay, so we got to get into this. AJ saying, good to see Casey getting some respect from the crowd at this show. Casey had friends with him at ringside. They were giving him all
I
kinds
heard
of
he
support.
did. Yeah, I heard he did.
Nothing wrong with it.
You guys were messaging me. Like, I was getting updates, like, as
We
the
were trying
night
to
was
update you
going
where
on.
we could.
Yep. And I got to see one full match, so.
Right. I wonder which one. All right, so we got to get into this. Lowlifes against Kyle, Piper, and Marvin. Jordan Perry not there this week, so it was Joey and Dallas teaming up.
Okay.
CMC was at ringside with sticky fingers because he had to touch everybody's shit. Tried to tell him not to. He was fussing with Marvin's flag. Then he put Joey's hat on. Then he was holding the cow. He was touching everybody's gimmicks. I didn't care for it. I even told him so, but I think he ignored me.
Probably. It's what he usually does.
Yeah. We have to discuss something though. Marvin's our buddy, going way back to
Mhm.
before there was a shootout. He was getting a little spicy on this show. He was not happy.
Is he getting a chip
They-
on his shoulder?
He's getting a chip on his shoulder. He and Kyle have been saying for a few weeks that they should have a title shot. They've had because they've had a decent record as a tag team. No BS there. And Marvin proclaimed that he was going to be a huge Hollywood star. Now, he didn't
Go
offer
ahead.
any information as to what he's going to do. Is it going to be movies, music, dance, whatever? Dallas, a little insight. Paul, I forgot level
That-
by your boy. Yeah, he really did.
That's my buddy.
Also,
Thank you, Scott. That enlightens me. That enlightens me.
hang on, what did he say?
Roxina Batista Marvin.
Oh, David.
Oompa, oompa. Sorry, couldn't resist. Wait, does he have enough fingers to do that? I'm on a roll.
You're on a roll. We're gonna start calling you Butter because you're on a roll.
Okay, let's focus.
So yeah, Marvin apparently, maybe Marvin and Kyle. I think Kyle might be on for the ride to Hollywood.
No, put the one up Scott had. It's like 3 above that one.
Oh.
It's 3 above that one. There you go.
Andy Kaufman's
that
attitude.
that gave me insight right there.
Oh, they're piling on here.
Oh, they are. I love it. I love that digitally restart.
But now I'm legitimately curious where this is going to go.
Oh, I am. Let's see what happens at War Games.
I'll say this. Marvin came to the ring very nattily attired. He had a polo shirt on. He had sunglasses. And,
oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
I'm over here crying.
I'm curious. Sorry. I know. The chat is very high entertainment sometimes on this show.
It is. I love it. But anyway.
Right. Okay, so the Low Lives get the win on Kyle and Marvin.
Now here's my question.
Do you
remember who took the pin? Who took the pin? Because if Dallas,
think it was Marvin. Dallas laid Kyle out, and I think that might have been the finish, if I remember. I didn't record all these matches, so my judgment is questionable here, but only here.
Okay.
Let's see. All right, so one of the matches I was really looking forward to on this show, Minderz, was BA Malkin and Tanner Keeler. Just because I love the style matchup.
Yeah.
Dallas said Joey Pin Marvin. Okay, that sounds right.
Just curious. BA get a little bit of heat when he came out?
A little bit.
Was my little buddy all over it?
From your little buddy, yeah.
All right.
Your little buddy was all over it, and
I'm sure he was.
Yes. I'm trying to see.
Stacy said it was match of the night, in her opinion.
What?
Stacy said it was match of the night, in her opinion.
Match of the night. Wow.
And AJ said it too.
And AJ said the same thing. Okay. Now there was some chicanery here. During the match, at one point you could hear chains rattling in behind the curtain in the entrance, and that kind of distracted Tanner a little bit. And then BA locked in his choke. His finishing. I'll say he had Tanner beat in the middle of the ring, and then your buddy Jimmy came in and just started pounding on BA a little bit. Got the match thrown. Got a DQ win for BA Malkin out of it. So Tanner got DQ'd. But
okay.
Yeah, it is what it is. And I believe that's when Jimmy laid out the stipulation for I Quit match.
Yeah, I think so because I got that video.
It was before
like,
intermission
earlier
when they
in the
made the
night.
announcement for
Yeah,
that.
I got that earlier in the night.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So Tanner got a DQ loss. You can probably put the blame on Connolly just as much as Jimmy in that case.
yeah.
Ooh, excuse me.
But Conley didn't come out. So
no, he didn't come out of the curtain. He was just rattling his chain around and making a ruckus.
Gotcha. That's true. Let them run it back again.
Yeah.
Let's do it after
War Games.
Games.
That they had the other beat before the Conley came. Yeah, it's true. They could easily do this again. And who knows? Maybe it'll be for the championship if we do it after War Games. If Tanner gets the belt off Connolly.
Yep. Could be.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we had the Trauma Unit tag match against Bradley and I'm trying to remember who filled in for Gwen. Gwen Niadana filled in for Dalton Davis in this match.
No dilly dilly.
No dilly dilly this time around.
Bummer.
Yeah, but hey, Gwen and Bradley they put a good account for themselves in this, but again, Trauma Unit's a buzzsaw right now, and
yeah,
Theo and Devontae got the win. There was a pretty effective Devantenta on Gwen by Devontae.
Suzanne, we're asking the same question. I'm assuming the Woods have ate him, is what I'm guessing.
Basil came to life and drove him out.
Basil came to life and hit him out in the woods somewhere. I don't know.
So we're hoping he's going to pop up, but he is, as we know, Jimmy Karryt is a mystery wrapped in an enigma, wrapped in a straitjacket usually. So
yes,
like you said,
so that's where we're at. The whole that's the new where's Jimmy?
There you go.
Where's Jimmy?
Alicia says, I think Jimmy has to win that I Quit match. I'm sure he has a few tricks up his sleeve or in his mind. I wouldn't want to dive into his brain for all the money in the world.
No. No. I'm not going anywhere near that. Hell no.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
BA's in the chat.
He is. BA, did you get a hold of Jimmy out in the woods somewhere? A man bear pig?
Man bear pig. Right. That's South Park, right, Stace? I think that's a South Park reference. Cornette would know. All right. So,
yeah, he would.
Yes, he would. Stacy says yes, so I was correct. All right. The next match we've got, well, it was supposed to be Nixie XS teaming up with Reign Victoria against Shazza McKenzie and Ace Perry. He may be right here. He can't connect in the woods. He always has issues.
That might be the problem, honestly.
It is windy. I will say that. So the wind could be a factor here.
It's all right. BA's still gonna say I quit. It doesn't matter.
Is Lincoln gonna be there to call him bitch ass and?
I may have some things up my sleeve.
And the sleeve will be attached to a Jimmy Karryt sweatshirt, I'm sure.
No, probably just the new Jimmy Karryt shirt. So.
What is it? That's a pretty nifty design, Minderz, on that T-shirt.
Isn't it? I feel like we've seen it somewhere before.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, Shazza and Ace took on Nixie and her surprise partner. Your bestie, Minderz, the Jet Benjamin Trust, was there, filling in for Reign. Apparently, Reign did not feel it necessary to perform in front of the Terre Haute crowd, so she took a night off, brought out Trust. Alicia, you might be right. Jimmy will come when we least expect him. So.
Yeah.
Scott said he's a dweeb. He's talking about Trust right now.
Scott, please tell me that card wasn't worth as much as everybody's saying it was worth.
Oh, or at least tell me you had a second one that he didn't get his hands on.
Yeah. Please.
for example, I have my let go of my toe card here that I was not able to get Greg Valentine to sign 2 weeks ago, but I do have a second one. So I can't tell you what the plan is for that one, but just in case my brother's listening. But I don't think he is. I don't think he watches this show. He watches JTR religiously, but
Barry
hurt
was
by
hurt
that.
by that.
Oh, Stacy, thank you. Rain's exact words were, "I don't like any of you people." Yeah,
Oh,
that's got points for honesty, I suppose.
yeah.
Yeah. AJ's pointing out the big move here. Ace gave Trust a cutter off the top. It was pretty sharp.
Oh, I'm sure. If I
Not as
could
much
watch.
as some are saying, but wasn't cheap. He says.
All right.
Uh,
Yeah, I
that's
could
the match
watch
where
Ace and Trust. I could watch Ace and Trust probably go
I
all
hope
the
we get a
time.
one-on-one between those two at some point. And then, of course, this is the match where Rob was the coat rack, where everything.
Yes.
And I think I got to see the picture again because it is awesome.
Do you?
Look at that. I think that's Ace's shirt on his head
Is that a
because he was
shirt
wearing
or
that long sleeve frilly number that he wears to
Ah,
the ring. You got
okay.
Trust jacket. You got Nixie's jacket as almost a stole. I think that's the right word.
Yeah.
And then Trust sunglasses, Nixie sunglasses, and I think that's
Aren't
all.
those? I thought those ones were Shaz's.
It might have been. I forget if Shaza had sunglasses on. But
I was gonna say the thing on his head is his mask. Is Ace's mask that he wears.
right, and it was yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't his shirt. It was his mask.
Okay, it's similar material, so that's why I got thrown off. But no, I really enjoyed. I thought Nixie and Trust made a pretty entertaining team. Also,
Really?
Stacy says his hat mask thingy. That's the technical term. Yes. But yeah, Trust and Nixie ate the loss on that one. Shaza and Ace got the win. And yeah, Stacy says sunglasses from Nixie and Trust. Okay.
When I heard Trust and Ace were in the ring at the same time, I was really
You
jealous. I
almost
wasn't
took
there.
the drive from your wedding that you were at to
I
come to
did.
the show.
I did. I thought about it,
But
but
you
there's
didn't
no way
have.
I could have
Too
got
bad
there in
Trust
time.
couldn't fly you there.
Right? That's all right. Jets can't climb ladders, so it's all good.
Are you making some sort of snarky insinuation that he's going to have trouble on the 4th?
No, not me. Why would I do that? Although I did hear that he asked my husband. I didn't know I had a husband.
You have a husband?
Apparently, he asked my
That's news to
husband where I
me.
was at. I know, right? I didn't know I had a husband. But
Yeah, Stacy is being very helpful here. She says Shaza and Ace had no sunglasses.
okay. But yeah. We'll talk more about that match here in a minute.
Oh, okay.
The ladder match for the War
yes,
Game.
we're gonna have to get into the War Game stuff here. Then we had so we talked about what happened in the Keeler Malkin match. Jared Allen and Connolly in the main event for the
what happened there? I didn't get to see any of that one. I see from your crawl it was a DQ, but
it was a DQ. Connolly got the win because he was. It wasn't quite as wild as I thought it was going to be. I'll be honest. They kept it mostly in the ring, but at the end, yes, you are, honey. Thank you.
Thanks, Stace.
I forget what the precise situation was, but fuck, my brain is pudding today. Keeler came out and basically started whooping on Connolly with the chain.
Oh.
He went Hercules Billy Jack Haynes on him from WrestleMania 3.
Oh.
And then
okay.
It just basically left Connolly laying, busted him open, all that stuff. So I guess he was getting his payback for Connolly costing him his match at the start of the show.
So it was big meaty men slapping meat.
basically. It just says a couple of guys can hit hard slugging it out was what that was. Pretty much. Oh, hey, Sir is in the chat, Minders.
Sir!
Jared had Connolly beat till Tanner pulled the ref. Yeah,
I
that's what I
believe
saw.
it.
That's how I saw it,
Yeah, don't make Sir
It
mad.
says bloodied his forehead. Yeah. It wasn't like Lander bloodying Connolly bad, but he tuned him up pretty good with that chain.
All
And,
right.
yeah, so that's making it all that much more spicy for War Games when those two finally lock up.
Yeah.
Because we know those two do not like each other. Just going back
No.
to when Tanner was a regular before he came back.
Yeah. Did not like each other. Well,
So
I guess we'll
agree.
go and talk about the 4-way match because
Let's talk about the 4-way. I'm starting to wonder
I'm
about Jimmy.
assuming I think he got lost in the woods.
That's my guess.
And I haven't heard anything. I've been trying to message his page and I ain't hearing nothing from him. So
Papa Pullman says Jared should kick Tanner's ass. I'd pay to see it. I want to see that match happen. David, you are in the chat. You can make this happen. Give me Jared Allen versus Tanner Keeler.
that worked.
Yeah.
All right. So we can talk about the one match that I did see.
Okay. So fatal 4-way match. It was Jimmy Karryt, Jake Lander, Jake Bosch. That's a lot of J's. And then ATM. No J's.
Or as I kept hearing the crowd call him EBT.
Oh.
Did you not hear it? You were there.
I didn't hear that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They were not.
Oh, they were not behind ATM in that match.
No.
But ATM put on a hell of a show though in that match.
I noticed that.
Of course,
And you know
the big
what?
move that everybody.
I was impressed with how well, because Karryt doesn't usually work with people too well most of the time.
No.
But him and Jake seem to work pretty good together.
Yeah.
On a couple of their little moves they had going on there.
Yeah.
But all right, what was the big move? Because I saw it.
What's from TNT, Stacey? You got to fill me in here. So, not surprisingly, the action spilled out of the ring.
No, really?
I know it's a shock, but
shocker.
Anybody that
and
knows
let me
the layout
guess,
of
Jimmy
the West,
found something high to jump off of.
Yes, anybody that knows the layout of the West Vigo they know they got that big set of bleachers with the big balcony looking thing with the railing. So of course Jimmy had to do a moonsault off of it to the floor.
You know, it wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be when you guys were telling me about it.
Oh, Camaro called ATM EBT. Okay.
Oh, he did. He did. I forgot about that. He did.
Apparently, Scotty wants to see Tanner Keeler versus EOE.
Okay.
I don't know if I'd wish that on EOE.
No.
All right. So anyway, the match very good. Lander was soaking up the hate. Nobody was behind Lander except for the trauma unit fans that were there. Obviously, Papa Pullman has a theory. I think Jimmy has been attacked by a coochie bear spider. I'm not sure what that is.
I'm scared to even look it up.
Oh, look. Hellboy's in the chat here. None of you idiots are worth mine and my boss's time. I hope we can make that stick. But he told me again on Saturday I'm still on his shit list, even though I really haven't done anything to him. But except call
We've
names,
seen that, Scotty. Sorry, bud. You missed it.
Hang on. What do you say?
EOE versus BA.
Oh, yeah. That happened in Edgewood. Yeah.
Yep. Sure did.
Not a bad match either.
Nope.
Let's see here. So back to the 4-way match. Lander gets the win. So he's got a little momentum going into.
Yeah, because I heard him say a couple times that people paid to see him wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably a good thing I wasn't there.
Because you would have said, no, I didn't.
Exactly.
He got right in. He got nose to nose with Lincoln.
Did he? Well, duh. Lincoln's his height. Sorry, couldn't resist. I I did notice where my buddy David tried to help him by putting his hands together to give him a boost into the ring.
Yeah.
There was one spot on that.
So helpful. So helpful.
He's so helpful.
Yeah, David's a good hang. I'm glad he was able to make it out.
He's good.
Brought the boy with him.
That boy, Lincoln loves me though, and
He does.
poor BA is now the butt of our jokes all the time. So
Yeah, he was asking where you were when
Who
he got
was?
there. Lincoln.
oh, Lincoln, he knew I wasn't going.
Oh, he may
I
have
told him I
forgotten.
wasn't going to be there.
AJ says that moonsault off the bleachers is a top 5 quote Jimmy jumped off of something moment. Does fell off of something go on the same list?
Probably.
Now I gotta wonder with this I Quit match with Jimmy and BA, what the hell are they gonna do in that match?
I know
Last
what
time they
he's
were
done in
Decatur, he got
previous.
put through a ladder.
Right. I've
Yeah,
I've seen one of his other I Quit matches.
You were telling me about that one. I think I need to go back and watch that again because you sent it
I-
to me like a while ago.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a fan of I Quit matches. At least not
It's the
Jimmy's I
alternative,
Quit
though.
matches. What's that?
Well, everybody
No.
had theories going into this match,
Oh yeah.
like what they thought it was going to be, but it wound up being an I Quit, even though, I was trying for that No World Barbed Wire match. But
I know you were. We'll discuss that later.
am I in trouble, Minders?
Yes, you're in trouble.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah. I hate to argue. I hate to fight with you too much on here.
Yeah. Because I could just meet you.
Exactly, jackass. Yeah, so that match to me, that was a pretty good. Hey, but BA came out and interfered in that one too.
Yes, he did.
Bitch ass
little
came
payback.
out, got his payback. It's all right. He's still
Eye for
he's
an
still
eye,
gonna say I quit. He's still gonna say I quit.
Yeah,
And you're thinking
I
he won't,
shuddered.
aren't you?
No, I didn't say that. I shudder to think the things that Jimmy has in mind for BA in this I Quit match.
Yeah.
But
Right?
you know as well as I do, no matter what Jimmy cooks up, BA is taking just about everything that Jimmy can throw at him.
Yeah.
Scotty
much
has
as I hate
another
to admit it.
suggestion. EOE versus Jimmy versus Joey. Triple threat.
That'll never happen.
Yeah, that's a bit of a tall order there. I've pitched. I've asked for Jimmy and Joey before, 1-on-1.
We all
Mainly
have.
when Joey was champion specifically.
Yeah,
But
we all have.
we should. I know some other times Jimmy has jumped off stuff. I think we all do. Jumped off of,
Yeah.
fell off of, gone through all kinds of different.
Yeah.
Different.
Too many
things
I
there.
care to remember. There's some
You're
of
gonna
them I'm like, okay, not bad. Then other ones I'm like, oh, god damn it.
You're gonna have to bring Deadpool with you on the 4th, Minders.
Oh, yep, Deadpool's coming. Deadpool is coming. But, well, do we want to get into Saturday or get into War Games? Because I'm going to assume something ate Jimmy, or he is probably out in the middle of nowhere and has no cell phone connection.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Because I told him, I know what time I told him, and we're way past that now.
Yeah. All right.
So we're going to apologize to everybody that was excited to see Jimmy, because I think all of us
Hey,
were.
we'll get him back on.
We'll get him back on.
Scotty, you're reaching now. EOE versus Low Life Tag 1-on-3.
Okay. Let's. What are we getting into now, Reb? Or do you want to take?
All right.
Do we want to take a break? Do we want to?
Let's pay some bills
our
real
merch?
quick, and then we'll get
pay
into
some bills.
Then we'll get into tomorrow night. So.
Yeah. Do you have all the ones for tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got it. Yeah, David sent it to me this morning.
Nice.
All right, so let's pay some bills real quick here, Minderz, and then we'll come back.
Okay.
All right, are we back? Oh, we're back. Okay, sorry, I was multitasking here. All right, so let's get into what we've got to look forward to tomorrow, Minderz, on Thursday Night Throwdown. And I've looked at the matches, and it's a pretty stout-looking card, if you ask me. Excuse me.
Okay.
All right, so first off, we got Anakin and Noah one-on-one this time, and I don't know. I mean,
I'm okay with this.
They haven't disappointed me yet.
Nope, I'm okay with this.
Noah does have a win on since he started out with TNT, but this could be his biggest win so far. Obviously, going up against Anakin. I'm not sure what that pose is. He's kind of doing like a blue steel thing with the sunglasses, but you know, it's.
I'm noticing that, but that's okay.
Yeah.
He hasn't disappointed yet, so
No.
I got high hopes for him.
Yes. And Anakin is going to be a busy bee tomorrow because you know he's got that. Plus he's got the contract signing with Kenny. So
we're finally gonna figure out why.
Right.
We're finally gonna know why.
If I didn't have something going on tomorrow, I would consider going to Edgewood, but I cannot make it out. But all right. Well, speaking of Kenny Minderz, he has a match against ATM. This is going to be damn good.
Are you serious? I might have to see what I can do. Okay.
I'm rusty. We haven't done picks. Anakin and Noah Minderz.
Anakin. Sorry.
Although I'm agreeing. Papa Pullman agrees also. Anakin easy win. Kenny versus ATM match of the night potential. I agree on both of those points.
Yep. Although, even with the triple threat, Anakin and Noah and Jake last week, Bosch it was really good.
It was really good.
So I guess we'll see. They both could, but you got Tommy too. You can't ever discount Tommy and all this. They've got some good guys down there right now.
They really do.
With potential matches of the night.
Mm-hmm. Kenny and ATM Minderz, pick me a winner.
Gosh. I gotta go Kenny. Kenny's my boy. I gotta go Kenny.
Sure. I think I'm gonna go with ATM just because you know Anakin's there.
That's true. That is true.
And that goes the other way. You could easily think maybe Noah gets a win because Kenny's there.
Exactly. Which is very true too. Because Noah doesn't have a win yet.
Yes, he does.
He does?
He beat Braden Fury.
Oh.
I think it was his first official night on the roster when he signed the deal.
Oh yeah, that's right. I totally forgot about that. I tried to forget Braden Fury.
Be nice.
He reminds me too much of Florida guy. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, Florida man? Yeah. Oh, Florida man. He might be president again.
Hey, Papa Pullman has a good point there.
Here we go. Both will win to prove something to each other. Yeah, I'm sure that's definitely got to be the plan there. But like I said, I'm just wondering if they're going to cancel each other out.
Right.
But you know, I am that's why I am picking ATM to win the Kenny match, but I'm picking Anakin for the
Well, I'm sorry, but this
this match.
contract signing they're having, Rob always hopes that it's going to be smooth sailing.
No contract signing in the history of wrestling has ever gone smooth sailing.
No. So I have a feeling we're going to have some issues there. But
Yes. Is it
especially
legally
if
binding if it just says contract on the top?
I think you have to read the small print.
Okay. Yeah. Make sure Kenny's got to make sure he reads the fine print in case Anakin tries something squirrely with him. Tries to throw in some sort of a wrinkle.
Such as he can use the spike.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I didn't tell you, Ace brought his spike out with him on Saturday.
He
didn't use
did.
it. He didn't use it, but he had it with him.
Ah, okay. So Ace still has his too. All right, cool.
Yeah. So that answers our question. We wondered if that was bequeathed unto Anakin by Ace, but it was not.
Yep.
Unless Ace had
I
multiple.
wondered that anyway.
All right. Well, next up here, speaking of winners of Match of the Year in TNT, the O'Neil brothers taking on the Angler, and Justin Poole is back, Minderz.
Our buddy's back.
And just from what I've seen of Justin on social media, anytime he gets a chance to whoop on an O'Neil brother, he tends to jump at it. So
He does.
I'm not surprised that this match is happening. But
No,
it'll be good to see him back. I like Justin
will be
Poole.
good
Best
to see
boots
him
in the
back.
biz.
Yes. And you know what? I'm gonna go with Justin Poole and the Angler.
Ooh, bold.
Yep.
Okay.
I know they don't have quite the chemistry, but I think Justin's gonna come with something to prove.
Justin's gonna be fired up.
Justin's gonna be ready to go.
Yeah. I am gonna go with the O'Neil brothers. Just me, I always look at the chemistry. I look at the the continuity. Scott says I think Ace just threw it out. Yeah, he didn't use the spike. He just brought it with him to the ring. But yeah,
Ace
so
has
I'm
been
gonna
carrying
pick
that spike for a while, so.
Yeah. So I got the O'Neils taking this one here. Next up, we have the Luminary against Ashlyn. Looks like Ashlyn's going to be good to go this week.
Good deal.
So this is the match that was supposed to happen this past week.
Right?
Papa Pullman. If Angler wrestles better than he fishes, they have a chance. Then Harley with the yawn. So.
You know what?
There's a tag match to be had. There's a tag match to be had here. Anakin and Harley against the Angler and Kenny. And then making a three with the O'Neils. Just all brothers in the match.
Put all brothers in the match?
They're all brothers.
Okay. I know.
Or if you want to be extra spicy, make it a 6-man tag and put one O'Neil on each team. That got shot down fast.
That got shot down real quick. Okay.
All right. So, Luminary and Ashlyn Minderz.
It's non-title, correct? Yeah, because they have
tag team title.
They have tag team title, so yeah, it's non-title.
You're so used to asking about non-title with Luminary from when they had the Shining Light title for all those months.
I am. I'm gonna go with Ashlyn.
I got to agree with you.
I'm going with Ashlyn.
She's been chomping at the bit to get a piece of the Luminary for a while.
Yeah. Now, no disrespect to the Luminary, because... Oh, and they have merch out now, too. Did you notice that?
I saw Luminary dropped a new T-shirt.
Yep.
Are you going to get it, Minderz?
I don't know yet. Maybe.
I mean, I only have so much room for T-shirts, so we'll have to see. But
well, I want to help support all these guys. I really do. So I try. But I want Ashlyn to win. Hello?
Well,
Are you
hang
there?
on. Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I was
Okay.
distracted by something. Dynamite's about to
Something
start, and I
shiny?
had to make sure it was on mute. No, something wordy. But
Oh,
Papa Pullman says Ash may see the light.
nah.
So, May. He said May. He didn't say for
Nah.
sure.
Nah. All right. What's next?
All right. Next up here we have Trauma Unit versus Bradley and Quest. And I know we were very complimentary of Bradley and Quest improvement as a team, but yeah, I don't like their chances here with
The
Devontae and
the
Theo.
Huh? Okay.
What?
I was confused by Alicia's comment. I'm Devontae and Theo. I'm not going against you guys, but I kind of am.
You're going for the upset.
I'm going for the upset, but I think it's going to be because of Joey.
Yeah, Joey and CMC are both going to be there. So
yeah, so I think
there could be a low light
there might
presence.
be an upset because of that. So
yeah, presently on Dynamite, IWGP World Champion John Moxley is sauntering through the crowd like the fans, and
oh boy,
so I'm sure we'll get a very wordy and eloquent promo out of him for this one. But anyway, and I like Mox.
As long as it's not the match I want to see, I don't care.
No.
There's only one match I want to see.
Yeah, me too. So, but anyway, yeah. So you're picking Bradley and Quest over Trauma Unit. I got to stick with Trauma Unit on this one. Speaking of the devil, Devontae Knox is in the chat. If he makes it, LOL, we kind of beat the hell out of him Saturday. Yeah, they really did. They whooped on Bradley good in that match on Saturday. Bradley took a beating.
Okay.
But he got right back up again.
You didn't tell me that part. You didn't tell me that part.
Well, I figured it was implied, but no, Bradley's a tough kid. He took it. So,
okay.
All right, but
again,
so there we go.
If they pull the upset, it's going to be because of Joey and CMC.
That's a safe bet, and maybe this Will Bray fellow that popped up.
I don't know if he's going to be back that quick.
Maybe not. We made.
Kenny, you've missed so much.
Here's my. When are we going to get Dallas back in Edgewood? Oh, Kenny, tardy man.
Well, we're missing. Yeah, we did put you over. We're missing a Jimmy Karryt.
Our guest is lost in the woods somewhere.
Our guest is lost in the woods somewhere. And
we're going to make a video, Minderz, of you going through the woods looking for him tomorrow. We're going to go.
Okay. Let's do that.
It's the Blair Witch Project, but it's the Basil Witch Project. Oh, Kenny's working. Hey, Kenny's on the job there, so hopefully we don't get you in trouble for listening to your in-ear devices.
He's always working whenever he's talking or whenever he's on here.
Like how Casey's always on the treadmill?
Exactly. But, okay, what's our next match?
We got one more match here, Minderz. Number one contender match for the TNT Championship. Gauntlet style, so not a 5-way. So this is going to... So we got Gwen Adana,
Gauntlet style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jake Bosch, CMC, and LDLC here. Yeah. Yeah, this should be interesting. There's some matchups here that I am very interested to see. For one, I want to see Gwen and Jake one-on-one in this. I want to see how they match up together.
Okay. Who are you picking?
Who am I picking? I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to say Jake Bosch.
I hate you. We're sharing a brain again. Yes, we're sharing a brain again. If it's not Jake, I think it'll be CMC. I know how much you hate. That never comes out of. Doesn't taste right.
I don't hate CMC. I just have no respect for CMC.
I know. Well, he doesn't have any for you, but that's okay.
And
although DLC DLC could. Definitely
Devontae
not
says definitely not CMC. That
All
you know
right.
what is that a little foreshadowing, Minderz?
Maybe.
I mean, they're
Maybe.
going to be there. Do they have something up their sleeve?
Uh-oh, here we go. Now Kenny and Devontae are arguing in the chat.
Oh yeah, Kenny. Something. You know, there's a missed opportunity for somebody to have a gimmick of the keyboard warrior.
Right?
Just basically his gimmick is just being, and I'm not calling Kenny an internet troll, but an internet troll gimmick where they show up with a keyboard and use it as a weapon.
Hold on a second.
What, you got something juicy?
Maybe.
Ooh,
Hold on.
is it from our guest?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
He might have finally got service. Might have.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Here goes. Here we go.
Oh my goodness. Why are we not talking here? Let's see.
Sorry.
So,
I'm
yeah,
trying to work this out. We might still have a guest. So we might go a little long
Okay.
tonight. Hope you're okay with that.
It might be a little long. It's all right. We're just watching a muted John Moxley promo right now. Although I do like his haircut.
Shut up, Alicia. You did call it. You're right.
It's
But we
true.
at least expect him.
Say nothing about Jimmy Karryt, but he knows how to make an entrance.
He does.
Oh boy! When you get a chance, check out AJ's theory in the Hoots and Judy's comment thread.
Oh Lord, I can only imagine.
I bet his promos are way better that way.
All right.
All
No,
right.
okay. So what are we?
Well, right now I'm just being entertained by the comments.
Comments are always fun.
All right. Yes, indeed. So let's talk about what we know we've got coming up on War Games here, Minderz, while we're waiting to see if we get Jimmy in. First up, we have this ladder match. Wait, actually, first up we have War Games. Actually, you know what? Right now we got a guest, so
We
I'm
do?
gonna go ahead and hang on. Wait, I forgot to do this.
We need the doorbell.
There we go.
He finally
All
made
right.
it.
Yeah, you guys
There we
got a
go,
doorbell
Jimmy
now, do you?
Karryt.
We got a
It's just a
doorbell.
little extra.
I like it. I like it. Gives the thing a little extra personality.
Turn your phone
Exactly.
sideways.
That's what I'm going for.
Turn it the other way.
Well, that's not gonna help.
There
There we go.
you
There we go.
go.
Now we're getting there. Sorry about that.
Well, we thought you were lost
As you
in the
can see, I'm
woods.
still out running around, so I had to take a minute, but we're good.
Yeah.
We missed it earlier. Dallas actually
What'd I
did his
miss?
fun fact. Dallas did his fun fact of the week,
Oh yeah.
and it was actually the first time he saw you in 2011 against Christian Rose, Christian Rose, and DeCobra. And he thinks
Man.
you went on to win the belt after that.
I did.
Agreed.
That was an absolute blast. That was a one-time match, actually. That was me, Christian Rose, and DeCobra in a triple threat match. Has two of my all-time favorite things to do that I've ever done in wrestling. Two little tiny spots in that match, if you can call them spots, that I really loved. And yeah, it was a one-time only match.
Uh-oh.
Pausing for effect.
Did we lose him?
I don't know.
We might have.
I'm on the edge of my seat though, because I want to hear the rest of
Right?
the story.
I know. Oh, he's
There we go.
back.
Sorry.
You're back. Okay. It's
So
all good.
you had us on the edge of our seat because Reb really wants to know what the two little things were.
Oh yeah, so there were two little things in that match, and they were small little things that most people wouldn't even notice. We called it the angry parent spot, and what happened was because I was kind of a lackey to Christian Rose at the time. Kind of. I mean, I was doing my own thing, tearing up the mid card division. He was the heavyweight champ, and then he kind of saw himself out, and I took over the heavyweight spot. So these things happen. Sometimes wrestling can be parasitic. Um, but no, it was Christian and I in the ring with Cobra, and I can't remember what had happened, but somehow I accidentally hit Christian, and I went to like apologize to him, and when I did, Cobra kicked my hand, so I slapped him, and like completely accidental, and that was one spot, and then immediately following that, Christian decided he had had enough and gave me a spinning back fist, and I entered orbit. I have no idea how hard he hit me, but he was not feeling it that day, or he was really feeling it that day. One of the two. It's hard to tell with him.
Yeah. So you've got the I Quit match with BA coming up.
Yeah. Sure do.
You know I'm nervous, right? For obvious reasons.
I'm sure you're nervous. I'm sure there are a few people who are nervous. I am on the opposite end of that spectrum. I'm nothing but excited. Like I cannot wait to get my hands on BA Malkin once again. Every single time, like with no disrespect to 01, because they're trying to provide entertaining programming and entertaining shows for each and every show that we go and do. But like I'm getting a little sick and tired of matches that have to do with BA Malkin, but don't let me touch BA Malkin. Don't let me get my hands around his throat. I'm really getting sick of that. And I'm very much excited for the ability to get him in the ring one-on-one and do the things to him that he knows that I can do, and he's afraid to let happen. And they're going to happen. Every last one of them is going to happen, and I cannot wait. I said it in the end of my promo. I said it when I challenged him for the I Quit match. It's just a matter of time before he is squealing beneath my feet. And I cannot wait to hear it. I think there's a lot of people that can't wait to hear it.
Pick me.
See that?
I've said all night that he's going to say I quit. So, Reb,
he
what
was
was
in
it
the
that
chat.
you
I
said?
think he's gone now. What did I say?
What did you say? You were concerned for BA. You were concerned for BA.
It's just
don't waste your pity.
Well, no, it's just I would pity anybody in this situation with you at the moment.
I
Jimmy,
understand. Like, it's funny because like I've thought about this for a little bit, and like I was debating because like I had a couple of thoughts on things that I really wanted to do. Ideally, what I would like to do to BA Malkin is lock him in an airtight casket, but I can understand why the sponsors didn't want that. So when I pitched the idea to lock him in a casket and put him in a casket match, when I pitched the idea for an ambulance match or a hearse match or something like that, I can understand exactly why, or a stretcher match, you know what I mean? I can understand why the sponsors were like, yeah, we can't sign off on that. And I can understand why 01 kept telling me, no, Jimmy, you can't get what you want. Until it's not a matter, and this is something I've learned in wrestling, it's not a matter of asking for the right things to the right people. It's the art of asking. And so I figured out what 01 didn't want was to have to spend too much more money on the Decatur Civic Center show. Because let's be honest, if you're renting out the Civic Center, you're committing to it already. So I can understand why the sponsors didn't want to buy it, didn't want to do this. And I kept thinking to myself, like, how can I take this little tour of terror that we've been on through hardcore matches, through cage matches, through body bag matches? How can I take this little tour of terror and condense it into one thing and yet torture Malkin in a way I have not yet tortured him? And the thing I figured out is that, like, it's not about whether or not he actually puts me down. I think he even he knows that he can't do that. It's not about taking me out of wrestling for good. It's all about bragging rights. He wants to say that he was the guy that took Jimmy Karryt. All right. You want to say it. You want to be able to verbally express whatever it is that you think you're feeling. All right, cool. Well, I'm going to make you feel something. You're not going to want to express it, but you're gonna. And that's what I came up with. I came up with, fine, you know what? Let's not spend any money on this. Let's forget the microphone that I just broke. I'll have to pay for another one. I'll pay for another microphone. Forget that. bring his ass to the Decatur Civic Center. And if he wants to express himself, I'm going to give him the opportunity in front of the biggest audience we got to express himself. And he's going to say the only 2 words that anybody wants to hear from him when it comes to Jimmy Karryt. And he's going to look directly into my eyes and tell me and tell everybody, I quit. And I can't wait.
Hey, Jimmy, we got a question for you here in the
What's up?
chat. AJ says you're no stranger to I Quit matches. How is that experience with this match type factoring into your game plan for BA Indicator?
Well, I can't really think, first of all, it's a brilliant question, but I can't really think too much of I Quit matches that I've had in the past in order to get to this point. Rather famously, I had two in UWC, one with Shank Barzini, and one that most people, it's far enough back that people have probably forgotten, one with Jason V. And Jason V booted me in the face so hard he dislocated my jaw, actually knocked me unconscious for a time. Like it's kind of comical to look back at now, but at the time it was like I actually was pretty scared. He booted me in the face, and the referee came over to ask me if I quit. And when he put the microphone in front of my face, you could hear me snoring. And that wasn't selling. Like there was no acting involved in all of that. Like I know we're peeling back the curtain a little bit here. There was no acting involved in that. He damn near broke my jaw. So like you take something like that, and the only lesson that you learn from these things is that you've got to be more brutal than the time before. And that's not exactly an easy challenge sometimes, when you look at the things that Shank and I did to each other, that's a hard thing to get through. You look at the things that Malkin and I have done to each other so far, and that's a very hard thing to top. So now it's a matter of like, do I walk him through hell in the order of events that has led us here? Do I figure out a way to put him through a door? Do I bring him over the head with a steel chair? Do I break his body through a ladder? Do I put him in a body bag? Like, do I do all of these things in order that got us to this point? Or do I take him on a totally new journey? And it's a whole new experience being in an I Quit match, man. Like, you got to be more brutal than the time before. So that's the one lesson that I've taken away from it. I've upped a lot of my training. My diet is on point. My cardio is ridiculous. I'm doing 45 minutes. Like my morning ritual is 2 hours long now, and 45 minutes of it is high intensity interval cardio. So like I'm getting to the point now where I genuinely think I'm bordering on unstoppable, and I don't think that there's anything that Malkin can do to me that he hasn't already done that's going to make me say I quit. So when you're talking about preparation for this kind of thing, yeah, having been in these matches helps in the fact that mentally I know roughly what I'm going to have to go through. But hey, he might surprise me.
So this basically started last year in Decatur when you went through the ladder during the ladder match.
Yep.
Is this going to be the end of the issue with BA, do you think? Or
I think it'll be the end of BA. If you want me to be completely honest, like, yeah, it'll be the end of the issue, because like, what's he gonna come back at me with? Like, hey man, we did the hard. There was a hardcore match with me and Jacques Kennedy. I got uppercutted in the jewels, thrown off the stairs through a door.
Mm-hmm.
I got right there.
Yeah, there's that door right back there. We did a hardcore match. We did a body bag match. We did a steel cage match. We did that crazy 4-way ladder match where I got power bombed through a ladder. We've done all the things, man. Like, we've done as much to each other as we can possibly do. See, there's the ladder. We've done as much to each other as we can possibly do. We're testing the limits of human resilience. So yeah, I can't imagine what else he could come back at me with, unless, hey man, if you want to come and meet me in the woods somewhere and we'll have a buried alive match for nobody, I'm down. But like, what else you got? Really? What else do you have to threaten me with?
Well, I did.
Go ahead.
I did give you a suggestion on Saturday, Jimmy, for another. If you want to go a little farther, and a spool of barbed wire is not expensive.
You're right, and I don't know. I've been known to come through the curtain with a shopping cart full of toys before.
Well, she's so mad at me right now.
I may just decide to wrap that shopping cart up in barbed wire and see what happens.
There you go. It's
All right, I'm changing the subject for just a minute. Then we can come back to this.
Sure.
So I
screw you, Reb.
screw you, Rev. So I did get a chance to see your match from Saturday.
Yeah.
Thank you, AJ, by the way. And
Yes.
so you got a chance to work with a couple of the new guys, ATM and Jake Bosch.
Yeah.
So we all know you've worked with Lander before, and whatever. I don't pay to see him, so it's fine. Whatever. But I want to know, what did you think of the couple new guys? Well, the one new guy in ATM. Sorry.
No. I like the new guy. Bosch. He's got it. Like, there's something about him that, like, there are a lot of times when, like, you'll see a new guy and you can tell that they understand how to do the moves and how to put on a show, right? You can tell that they understand the performance element of it, and that's all well and good. Do your thing. You can be very successful that way. He gets wrestling on a very fundamental level. It's very subtle things, very small, minute details, but he gets it. And like, I genuinely think that he's going to do something that people are going to remember for a very long time, if he hasn't already. And I'll apologize, I haven't really followed his career all that much. Being in the ring with him was really the first time I paid attention to him. No offense to you guys, but no offense to any of you young guys, but I don't watch modern wrestling. I really don't. It's just, I don't know. There's something about it that's like, I don't know how you sterilize violence, but somehow you've managed to do it. So kudos. I don't know. So I don't watch modern wrestling. I really don't. I care for a lot more, like in your face kind of violent action type stuff. So I tend to take my solace in basically anything that happened before roughly 2002. Usually, there's a notable exception for Shawn Michaels matches after 2002, but otherwise we're talking about going back in the archives here. So I don't watch a whole lot of modern wrestling, and yes, that includes my contemporaries. So unfortunately, I remain blissfully unaware of a lot of these people. Being in the ring with Bosch, though, I can tell you psychologically he gets it, and that's very important. Because anybody can be trained to do the moves, but not everybody can understand wrestling on a level of, on the fundamental level of what the sport is supposed to be, and he gets it. So kudos to him. ATM is pretty solid. Definitely surprised me a time or two, including at the finish. But we'll get to that at some point or another, I'm sure. No, at some point or another, he and I, and hopefully Lander and I, are going to cross paths again. And we'll see if he's still got that same confidence kicking me in the face from the top rope, if he has that same confidence standing across the ring from me.
Right. Well, I just have
Lander,
to say,
I know you don't pay to see Lander. I know you don't.
Nope.
Truth be told, if you wanted to pay to see Lander, you'd have to bring binoculars anyway. But it's he's a spectacular athlete. I absolutely love being in the ring with him, and because I know that between the two of us, we're gonna do some sick stuff, and I really like how well a lot of that comes off and how violent a lot of it can be. He's one of those guys that really does take me back. He is a pure athlete that I can stand across the ring from and not know whether I can beat this guy at any point in time. And it's great. It really is.
Yeah.
I like the guys that lead
Papa
me.
Pullman.
Papa
Pullman's in the chat, Minderz. And he wants, what about you and Kenny? Because you had a match with Kenny. You had a tag match where you guys were teaming up. So
right here,
what's
the
your
Colt
takeaway?
Right here.
Yeah. I genuinely, I love Cutthroat Kenny Calix. I think he's fantastic. I was thoroughly pleased with the match that he and I had, and it's funny because like there's a weird thing among wrestlers where we beat the living hell out of each other, and then we'll stand up and shake hands and hug and like whisper sweet nothings in each other's ear about how awesome what we just did was, even though we're all gonna go home and jump in an ice bath or a sauna or take a whole bunch of ibuprofen, drink a little bit, you know, like whatever it is that we do to dull the pain. Everybody's got their own thing. I'm not going to go into mine, but there's two of them sitting inside. Anyway, so yes, I love you, Devontae. I know you and I don't really see eye to eye right now, and it's a controversial statement, but like in the ring, I still love you. No, so like I absolutely love Kenny. I loved working with him. Thought the tag team stuff was fun. He's got way too much energy. I couldn't even get my entrance out before he was in the ring swinging on Anakin, which, I mean, I get it. You know, you got a blood feud going. It's your brother. You want to beat the hell out of him. We've all beaten the hell out of our brothers. Hell, my brother's still got one coming from me. But,
Oh, jeez.
you know, I really liked working with him. I was really proud of our match in Terre Haute. And that was one of the biggest compliments I've ever gotten was from Kenny, actually, because we had our match in Terre Haute. And I just took a shooting star press directly onto his knees and got rolled up for it. And that was, you know, my mistake for being distracted with Malkin. And again, if I was outside, I'd spit on the ground. But that was my mistake. So he caught me. Kudos to the kid. And when I helped him, you know, I stood up and he got up and I raised his hand and he hugged me, whispering into my ear, "That was the best match I've ever had. Thank you." And I was like, man, I had nothing to do with it. I was trying to take your head off, but like, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah. I'll say this: he's been wrestling for less than a year, and just the progression he's made has been really impressive.
Yeah, it bothers me what happened with Constant Headache because I walked up to him at one of the shows. I can't remember when. I walked up to him at one of the 01 shows, Kenny, and I said, "Hey, man, like." It was before I've ever wrestled him. I walked up to him and I said, "Hey, man, whatever you guys are doing, don't ever stop doing it. Because, like, you guys are going to, no matter where you go, you guys are going to get over because you're having fun. And the people can tell you're having fun, and that makes them have fun. Like, that's the whole goal of wrestling is to show up and have a good time and also, you know, win a match, make a paycheck, you know, all that kind of stuff." So, like, yeah, they were doing great, and I genuinely enjoyed what they were doing and what they brought to the table. It was like 2 shows later they broke up. So like, what am I to do? Like I gave you some advice, like, hey, trust your brother. You're gonna go quite a ways, and this is just another one of the situations where I was wrong. So
Happens.
You can't win them all, I suppose.
no,
We got
unfortunately.
yeah. So we got another new face. I want to get your take on Tanner Keeler came back, and now he's got Connolly at War Games for the heavyweight championship. And I gotta wonder if you got your eye on that match also, because you against either one of those
Yeah,
guys is just take my money kind of a situation.
very much
Him
so.
and
Yeah,
Tanner's
and
really good. Him and Tanner's
oh,
really good.
Tanner's stellar, and I've been in the ring with Tanner. Again, most people don't know about this tiny promotion in Georgetown and Homer known as UWC. Most people have no idea, but
Mhm.
I was their top guy. That's what got me booked in 01 in the first place, was being the top dog elsewhere. And one of, if not the last match I had for UWC, if I remember correctly, was against Tanner Keeler. And we tore it up a couple different times, had an absolute blast with it. Again, wrestling's a very strange thing. You go in the ring with somebody that you have the utmost respect for, but there's this constant like, yeah, man, I respect you. I'm better than you though. Like, I just am. Like, sorry, but I am. And everybody feels that way. The ego is necessary. So like, you go in the ring and it's just 2 people that are convinced that you can't touch them. Like, and there you go. Like that's wrestling right there. So yeah, we went in there and beat the holy hell out of each other, and it was good. It was really good. This is the first time I've ever had. So I went for a shooting star press towards the end of the match. Obviously, that's the first time I've ever gone for a shooting star press onto a standing opponent, who then caught me and belly to bellied me. It was amazing. Like,
Yep. I'll send you that one too, Reb.
Yeah, please do.
yeah, it was absolutely stellar. Genuinely, Tanner is Tanner's a specimen, like, and it's incredible. Having said that, I mean, we're talking about specimens here. I'm not sure Connolly's on this fucking planet anymore. Excuse the language, but like,
You're good.
I'm not sure he exists on this world. I think he's, I think he's a phenomenal talent. I think he's got all the right tools. I mean, obviously he's the 0-1 heavyweight champion, and it's largely been a rather uncontested reign. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there was the whole Joey thing, and everybody thought that was going to be something. I don't even know if he got a rematch, but like, do you think it would have mattered if he did? Like,
Probably not.
I don't know, man. Like, he's on a level that I wouldn't want to. God, that's not true. I'd want to play with it, but most people wouldn't want to play with.
So, did you notice?
No, of course. I love love the shirt.
You know,
I'm glad you ordered, by the way. Thank you.
We feel like we've seen this design somewhere before.
Yeah, you know, I had some really clever and really creative diehard fans help me out with the merch, and they actually donated me the design. It's kind of amazing. So
really?
I being the I don't know, hang on. I being the consummate professional that I am, shamelessly stole it and put it on my website to sell to others. So you're welcome. Thank you.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
It's all good.
It's fine.
It's all good.
Hey man, if you're gonna donate something
AJ has
awesome, I can promise you I'm gonna use it. If we had negotiated something beforehand, you might get a cut. But like, honestly, the profit that I'm making from it, you'd get about $3 a shirt. So like,
Oof.
I mean, it'd probably be my $3.
I was gonna say, I mean, honestly, who's the one ordering all of the merch anyway?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm curious. Can we actually count on more? Would it take more than one hand to count how many podcasts you've done not wearing Jimmy Karryt merch?
You definitely can't count on more one hand how many shows she's been to wearing Jimmy Karryt merch.
That's true.
There you go.
No, because
Although
it
she
all
wears
depends. If BA comes on, I wear a Jimmy Karryt shirt. If Lander comes on, I wear a Jimmy Karryt shirt. There's just certain people that I have to annoy. That's my job. I mean, that's my job. I have this little spoon here, and I use it to stir the pot. So
Well, there you go.
I kind of got to do it. Now,
I think I had a cooking pot in here somewhere. Well, I mean, maybe it's here. I don't actually remember. Somebody in the chat said when I got here that I had to find and steal a car first, so this might not even be mine. But,
that's true. Are you going to ask him AJ's question? I am the annoyer. Yes. Thank you very much.
That's true.
Love you, Alicia.
You called Tony Khan the ruiner of all things, and you're kind of the annoyer of everyone.
The ruiner of all things.
That was last night. When we talked
Tony
about
Shao Khan.
Yeah.
AJ's got another question for you here, Jimmy. So your moonsault off the bleachers last Saturday was definitely a top 5 quote Jimmy jumps off of something moment. What goes through your mind when you're going for something crazy like that?
Hopefully this doesn't
First of all, thank you for putting that in your top 5. Let me just go ahead and throw that out there. If I'm being completely honest with you, I'm not even sure it makes my top 10. But that's fine. I've been doing this a lot longer than most people realize. That's totally fine. And recency bias is very much a thing. So to be considered, it's an honor to just be nominated. Having said that, dude, yes, please. It's gonna hurt so bad, but yes, please. No, so to answer your question, what's going through my mind when I do that, unfortunately, is this every time in this order. Man, this is higher than I thought. Damn it, I'm already up here. All right, here we go. And that's it. That's all I got. Like, it's that every time in that order. Like, you get up there, you look down, and it's like, oh boy, all right, I shouldn't have done this. And then you look at the crowd and everybody's really up. So it's like, okay, cool. Adrenaline. I can do this. and then you do it, and it's like, that hurt way more than I meant it to.
Well, we're
So,
still
yeah,
pushing for the Jimmy Karryt Camaro match. We still want to see that.
In the very same vein as Jimmy Karryt versus Theo, yes, I would.
Yes.
I would take Camaro any day, any place. Like, name a time, name it, and I'll get there. Yes, I will get there specifically to stand across the ring from that guy and watch him throw me so hard that God catches me. So,
Are we going to have it? He's going to be part of the eat list.
He's got to be on the eat list. Yeah, we have
You're going to be on the eat list.
a running gag here of Camaro Jackson's eat list.
I had a. I love it. I love it. I had a match. I had a tag team match years and years ago. I was wrestling. It was me and this big guy, big strong guy. I can't remember who now. And we had worked out something where, like, hey man, if we end up in this situation, I would really like it. I think it would be really cool if you threw me into the air and then I splashed this guy, right? Because you never can tell. You never know who's going to be where when you plan. When you're planning things like this and you're hoping that something like that happens, you never know if it's actually going to happen in the ring. And then you see a spot and it's like, hey, let's do the thing. So I said, that'd be really, really cool. And he goes, okay, how hard do you want me to throw you? And I said, throw me to God. And that was all the instruction I gave him. And he threw me in the air so hard, I overshot the guy I was supposed to land on and just landed directly on my own face. And so, you got to be careful with your descriptions sometime.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Yeah, these things happen.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if that wasn't on a Botch Mania somewhere.
Probably is somewhere. You just got to find
somewhere.
it. Well, Reb, you got anything else for him? Because, he came out of the woods for a little bit. We got to send him back to the woods.
Yeah, we appreciate the time. It's always something different when we have Jimmy on.
It is, and I love it.
I thought coming out of the woods would actually help the Wi-Fi signal, but go figure, it still cut out on me.
Right? So it usually works.
We'll make it through one of these.
Hey, this has been all right. This has only been one little slight thing, so we're okay.
Yeah, got it right back. We're good to go.
Yeah.
But,
all right. Well,
we'll probably be in talks again soon, so we've got to get you on for your sixth time. Your sixth time.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna start keeping a tally somewhere on my body, but if I'm not careful, I'm gonna wind up like Victor Zsasz from Batman. So I'm gonna have to watch out. But yeah, no, let's go. I'm 100% down. Anytime that you guys want to have me on, I'll come on and entertain the masses.
There you go. All right. So
well,
you don't need luck for War Games, but just kick his ass, and we'll go from there.
No. I don't need luck. What I need. No, I don't need luck. What I need is Basil, and I'll have that, and free reign, and I'll have that. So,
there you
sorry,
go.
Malkin.
Alicia just commented when you were talking about being a projectile that she just said, or using other people as projectiles.
All right, so let me give you a quick side story because I found this. Alicia is somebody that I've known not on a personal level, but I've known as a fan for a very long time. She's probably been coming to shows probably longer than you, honestly, Mindy, just in different areas. So like, I've known her since, known her on like I said, not on a personal level, but as a fan for a very long time. I've been aware of her in the audience for quite a while. She's kind of hard to miss. When you see somebody that short, they kind of stick out in your mind quite a bit. So I was wrestling Cecil Cerveza of all people in Danville for
Cecil.
Yeah. I was wrestling Cecil Cerveza of all people for NVW in Danville. And say what you want about NVW, it is, it is very much what it is. But I really like those guys, and I really like working with them. and they have a lot to learn, and a lot of them are very, very receptive. So I like helping people, especially younger guys. So I'm wrestling Cecil, and I don't know why, but it occurs to me while we're on the floor somewhere, and I had shoved his face into a ring post, and he stumbles away from me. I look over to my left, and Alicia's sitting front row right there. And for some reason, it occurs to me, this is a person that comes to these shows all the time. She knows how these things can happen, and she knows how wrestling is for the most part. So, like, what if, for argument's sake, I pull her out of her seat, pick her up bride crossing the threshold style, and throw her at Cecil as hard as I possibly can from about 5 feet away. And to her credit, she didn't, like, she was flailing and smacking me and everything, but she didn't grab a hold of me. So I threw her, and he had to catch her. He caught her, set her down. He was like, "Are you okay? What just happened?" And when he turned around, I kicked him in the face, and there we go. So, like,
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
sometimes
I'll send you that one too, Reb.
Yeah,
I was there for that
sometimes you got to try a few things, and that one worked out. She was real mad. I went out to not even sign autographs. I was just leaving, but her and her family were waiting for me when I got out of that show, and each one of them took turns smacking me on the way to the car. So that was fun.
And she said it was the best birthday present ever.
You know, I kind of figured if you've been coming this long, you've always wanted to be involved in the show. So,
Well, I know Minderz
Yeah.
is still bummed she never got her Linda McMahon moment. When she
Never
was
got my
like,
Linda McMahon moment.
that would have
But
been
that's
fun. Like,
I don't want to re-break anything to get my Linda McMahon moment. So
you should have just never stopped coming in the wheelchair.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you know what? They don't know how bad it is until you tell them.
that's true. It's very true. But all right, we have kept him now for 40 minutes. So
It's-
I know
it's
he
a
was
shame it
late,
wasn't
but
long.
yeah, I was gonna say we know you're late. We'll forgive you.
Sorry
But
about that.
that's all right. But yeah, so we shall see you on the 4th.
Hell yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
And hey, and my little buddy's coming too, I think.
Oh yeah,
The little
Lincoln?
buddy that you let wear the little basil mask Saturday.
that was awesome. You know what? I gotta give that kid. I didn't catch his name. I'm so sorry. I gotta give that kid and his dad all the credit in the world, because they both came up to me and they asked super respectfully, "Can we take a picture with you and Basil?" And I said yes. And then he's like, "Okay, can my son wear Basil?" And I was like, I don't know about that. Like, again, I know Basil. I know how this whole thing works, and I know that it's a very quiet space in there. And so the second you put Basil on your head, you start to hear things, whether or not they're there. And a lot of the times it's just Basil talking, and you can kind of ignore that for a while. But I wanted to be safe about it. So yeah, you know, again, I'm trying to be nice to these people. So I was like, I don't really know about all that, you know, like I'll hold Basil and all this kind of stuff, but it's like he's precious to me, so I got to be very careful. And he was like, his dad was like, I understand. I just wanted to let you know if, you know, that's something that we could make happen. I'm going to pay you to take a picture with Basil. And I was like, you don't have to do that. It's fine. We'll take a picture with Basil, just one, but like, you got to hold real still. All right. And he's like, yeah, absolutely. So he held still, took a picture with Basil. He was great about the whole thing. And, it was genuinely, it was really nice. But now I know I can charge for pictures of Basil. So
Hey,
there you go.
All right, are you ready? Here it is. There's the picture.
oh, there's the picture. Hey, has Jimmy seen the video that we took of Lincoln at the last Terre Haute show when he was talking about BA?
I don't think so. You're
I
gonna
still don't
appreciate
have
this.
I still have
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
so,
please
Have
do.
it. Play
Here
it.
we go.
Wait, Lincoln, say it louder so they can hear it.
Big ass.
That's what BA stands for, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh,
Apparently
that's
he-
amazing.
apparently he got him he caught BA in the bathroom on Saturday and did it to him again. So
Well, sometimes you
Apparently,
gotta catch these guys hard.
Apparently, I'm a really bad influence. A really bad one.
No, not you.
I'm not a bad influence. Not me.
although a lot of people in the crowd seem like they want to try to channel their inner Minders.
You know what? It's catching on for sure.
Even Brooke, go on a wheelchair. So I mean, that's how extreme it's getting.
There it is. So people are even breaking their foot to start to act like you. So there you go.
Don't trust me. It's not any fun. Don't do it.
You know what? Of all of the things I've never done, surprisingly, I've never broken a bone. So, yeah, right.
Except your
Thank you.
nose.
I appreciate that. There's nothing
nose.
wood in here that I know of. So, at least not at present. So, we'll. Oh, wait.
Uh-oh.
This is my car. We're good.
Oh, good.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Firewood.
there you go.
There you go. It works. Put up AJ's comment there, would you, Reb?
Yeah, what do we got?
I'm glad your foot is healthy now, but you in the chair made an excellent battering ram to get through the crowd when it was time for a smoke break.
We need to just, you know what? We need, like, the next time that you get injured, and I'm not encouraging this, but the next time you get injured, instead of having a crutch, like, you can have a crutch or whatever, but like put like a goat head on the bottom of one of them, and you can just like hold that and run through people.
or a fist. Just
Yes, a big old smackdown fist.
yeah.
Oh Lord. But yeah, David and Lincoln are going to make. I think they're going to make the trek to War Games. So
I really hope so. Like, genuinely, that made my day. So tell them both I said thank you. And
oh wait. I was supposed to ask you about a chest bump in the corner.
yeah, that was a favor for David, actually. It's because now that I know his name, he came up to me. I don't remember what he said, but it was something to the effect like he used to like train to wrestle and stuff like that, and he had to give it up. Which again, admirable. Like there's believe me when I tell you, this is in my blood. Spine, neck, hips, shoulders, and knees. Otherwise, I would give it up at some points, but I can't. It's so much a part of me now that I don't know what I am without it. So he trained for a while. He had to give it up for adult responsibilities, we'll say. And kudos to him. But like one of his favorite things to do, one of his favorite things that ever, like just favorite things about wrestling in general, was the old Bret Hart bump in the corner where you run chest first into the turnbuckle. So like at I don't remember why he told me this, but I turned to him, excuse me, and I said, yeah, just for you now, that's happening. I'm doing that this show. I'm like I don't know if it's gonna be Lander or ATM or even Bosch, but somebody's taking one, and unfortunately it was me. So there's that.
I say it did end up being you because he called me that night and he's like, if you ever talk to Jimmy, and I said, well, he's going to be on the podcast Wednesday, and he goes, okay, well, you need to tell him that I really appreciated him taking that chest bump for me. I was like, all right, I'll let him know. I'll let him know.
I will say those Bret Hart chest bumps in the buckle hurt so bad, and I knew that going in. Like I've taken them before, but like the ropes bruise the area between your bicep and shoulder. Like they bruise right here every single time. They get your chest a little bit, and it's like an actual bruise that's sore and tender for 4 or 5 days. Like it's not a good time. So yeah, I was aiming for Lander, and whip reverse. There I am.
Chest first into the middle turnbuckle.
Yeah, I haven't taken the middle one yet.
No.
I think I'm a little too tall. I think if I took the middle one, my head would clip the top.
But Lander could take the middle one.
Lander can take the middle one standing. So.
All right, Reb, let's let Jimmy go so he can get back to whatever he was doing. We really appreciate you coming on.
Yes.
And like I said, we'll see you May 4th. We'll be there. So looking forward to talking to you.
Looking forward to it. I'm happy to be here as always.
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll see you later.
Thank y'all for having me.
Bye.
Bye.
It's always fun when he comes on.
Was that you?
It's always fun when he
Heard an
comes on.
I heard an earth-shattering kaboom coming from outside of the apartment. It was somebody slamming their door, which is always nice.
Ah,
Oh, they're still moving. Okay, my neighbor's moving,
oh,
so we have to say goodbye to his cat. That's
aw.
kind of sad. Well, Minderz, we covered everything. Let's do a quick rundown of some merchandise, and then we'll get out of here.
All right, sounds good.
You're missing the Bucks and Okada against Pentahouse, Pac, and Garcia, so you got that going for you.
I'm so wait, what? What? I'm missing nothing. Okay, cool.
Yeah. You already missed the mixed tag match.
Oh, darn
You
the
gotta go
luck.
on.
Shucks.
Yeah, dang nabbit. All right. Well, anyway, we're being silly here.
Is
but,
the match we want to see, is it probably going to be main event?
I would hope so.
I would hope so.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, 01 USA merchandise. There you see, you can get t-shirts, water bottles, mugs, travel mugs, coffee mugs, tumblers, stickers, keychains, all kinds of good stuff. At any of the shows they have them, or you can get them on demand. Just reach out to the brass and they'll make it happen. And get some of our favorite designs to get your shit and move. Kind of in the same category as the Jimmy Karryt will not die in a different scenario, but it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
It was it was asked for politely and professionally, and that's all I asked for. Fighting athletes. There you see the dreaded camel clutch straight out of Hulk Hogan wins the belt. There it is. I'm sorry, the camel clutch hold. That's what they called it in the book because
The
I
camel
actually
clutch
watched
hold.
the match. Yeah. You got the OG Reign Victoria corn-fed hero shirt. You got the 01 Army shirt for all you KISS fans out there. 01 USA versus everyone. I wear this one fairly regularly, Minderz. Then you got the EOE Reign Victoria shirt. And you can get these in multiple color options, not just the ones I'm showing you here. Because I think
Yeah, because
Mitch
it
has
was
been
in
wearing a
blue.
blue version of this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Reign had a purple one at one point. So
Yeah, Rain
if
has
you
a
have-
purple one.
yeah, so if you have other color options you want other than what I'm showing you here, just reach out and they can probably make it happen for you. Thursday Night Throwdown logos, they've got these for sale at the merch stand now too. Got the TNT old TV network style logo there. You can get the Lucha Libre Thursday Night Throwdown there. And of course, patreon.com/01USA. Every week they have a new Thursday Night Throwdown for $5 a month. I think I said that right. Yes, I said that right. And then all kinds of bonus stuff, pictures, videos, promos, Mattoon shows when they get uploaded. So it's a really good deal for that. So make sure you do that. Don't forget tomorrow night, Thursday Night Throwdown in Edgewood at the 01 USA Dojo. If you go, you're going to hear Anakin explain why he turned on Kenny. So that's something.
I know.
And then, of course, Kenny and ATM, Anakin and
Noah,
Noah. I'm trying to remember his last name. I'm awful.
Clover.
Clover, thank you. And then Ashlyn Luminary, O'Neill's against Angler and Fool, and Trauma Unit against Queston Bradley, and then Dermo Contenders match. So you got that to look forward to. I've rambled long enough. Thanks again to Jimmy Karryt for making it in. I'm glad he was able to solve his Wi-Fi issues, and
Definitely.
always makes for a fun chat with Jimmy when he's on. So I was glad we were able to
You
make
never
it
know,
happen.
you never know where we're going, and
No.
it's great. I love it. It's the
No, it's
best part
fantastic.
about it.
Yes. Next week, Minderz, we do not have a guest lined up at the moment, and we had toyed with the idea of taking a week off, but I'm not sure if we're going to do that or not. So stay tuned to our Facebook page. We'll keep everybody up on that.
Hey, next
What?
week though on Jumping the Rail,
Mm-hmm.
I want to announce it on here because I know
Go
some
ahead.
of the people do know who it is.
Sure.
We've got damn right Sam Knight coming on,
Yes.
and
Big
I am
Hoss from
super
Indiana.
excited. I am super excited
Yeah,
about
that's
Sam
going to
Knight.
be fun. We've been trying to get him on for a while.
We have.
Yes. So like I said, next week we are no guest, and then the next guest we have to announce May 1st. The Go Home Show before War Games. We are going to have the Lowlifes on to talk with us about that. So you stay tuned for that.
So I have to be nice
And
to Joey.
yeah, do I have to be nice to CMC?
Yep. If I have to be nice to Joey, you have to be nice to CMC.
That's not fair. Can we just be nice
How
to
is that not?
Dallas
Let's just be nice to Dallas.
and Jordan? I like
We'll just.
Jordan.
Oh, is Jordan going to be on too?
I believe
Ooh,
so.
wait.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get the whole
Do
group.
we get the whole group?
I have to talk to Jordan, but there may be a special surprise on that episode. So we'll have to wait
All
and see.
right. All right.
So I'll reach out to Jordan after we're done and see about that. But
See
anyway,
what we
we've
can
rambled
do.
long enough. What?
I said, see what we can do.
See what we can do. But anyway, so we're gonna get out of here. I have leftover pulled pork waiting for me. It's calling my name over there.
I have
He wants
pork in
to-
the oven.
Yeah. Catch the end of Dynamite. I'm itching to see that Osprey Claudio match tonight, so I want
Me
to
too.
miss that.
It's the only one I
And
want to
then,
see.
Well, and then yeah. So until next week, possibly. For Minderz, this is Reb. Life is hard work stiff, and we'll see you guys later.